guys, today we are going to be doing another face-off, which it's been quite some time since I did one of these, and I'm so excited. When my friend Angelica Lyremar reached out to me and asked if I wanted to do this with her, I was like, of course I want to do this because that is so much fun. So if you guys are unfamiliar with Angelica, I don't know how to say her name because like she's Swedish and like Angelica Nyquist is Swedish as well, and like they would pronounce it Angelica, but that's not how I would say it in Norwegian, which is like where I'm from. We would say Angelica, but then in English it's Angelica, so like it's all very confusing. But if you want to go check out her channel, please go ahead and do so. She is really cool. She is such a just well put together and calming person, and I really enjoy her videos. They're very nice to put on when you don't want something that's like super high energy but at the same time is, you know, entertaining but relaxing. And I just think that her makeup aesthetic is something that really everybody could appreciate because she does love color, but she's not as like out there as I am because I'm crazy sometimes, we all know that. But she also dabbles a little bit in like neutrals and stuff, but she does love indie makeup. She loves all kind of makeup, honestly, and I just think that her channel is really fun. So go ahead and check her out. I will leave her link down below in my description box as well as up in the corner. So we're going to be doing a face-off with the Norns palette from Odense because that's the one that we decided to use and that's the one that we both have. And if you haven't seen this palette already, this is what it looks like. I do have a code with Odense, you guys probably know that already, but I will leave this palette link down below if you want to go check it out along with my code. It is an affiliated code, just so you know, but basically how a face-off works, if you haven't seen any of these before, is this was created by one of my older YouTube friends who's actually not around. She's not older, but what am I trying to say here? She used to be on YouTube, but she's not anymore. I will link her down below as well if you want to go check her out. But basically what a face-off is that two people or however many people are in the collab, we draw random shades from this palette, kind of like a palette bingo, but then we both use the same shades in the same palette to create a look with. And I just think it's so interesting just to see like how other people interpret color and how two people can come up with completely different looks using the exact same colors. So I just think that this is going to be super fun. So I asked her if she could draw the shades because I always get so unlucky every time I do that. So I always let like the other person in the collab draw the colors because usually it just ends up better that way. So I will show you the colors that we got to work with today. So I have a screenshot on my phone here that I've kind of marked off. So we're gonna start off with the shade in the upper corner here, which is a shimmer. Obviously I don't actually think I've used the shadow that much, so I'm quite excited that we got this one. I think I've used it as an inner corner shade before, but that is such a beautiful shimmer. It can definitely be used for like, you know, in a corner, but it could also be a lid shade. So we'll kind of see what happens. We do have 3.5 shimmers, one being a satin, so not really sure how I'm going to use that. But the next color that we're going to use is going to be the red here, which this is the satin shade in the palette. And I'm kind of thinking that, sorry about the mirror if I'm blinding you, I'm kind of thinking, yeah, it doesn't swatch that great. I'm thinking that I'll probably use this one on my lower lash line or something like that because that would be kind of fun, especially with the other colors that we have. Next up we have this beautiful teal matte, which I am very excited about, and we also have this kind of dark purple shimmer. Does it have a bit of a shift to it? Not really, but we'll see how these ones work together with what we have here already. So I definitely could use this shade in my crease as well because this one is also a bit of a satin. So I'm not really sure where I'm going with this. I did have a bit of a plan before going into this, but now swatching them, I might change my mind a little bit. So the last shade that we're going to use is the shade here, which is beautiful. That is so pretty. So pretty. It's a purple blue duochrome. Oh, look at that. Look at that sparkle. Oof, that's definitely going to be like my lid shade. So I'm kind of thinking I want to do the teal in my crease and then maybe deepen it up a little bit with this purple in the outer corner and then do the red underneath my eye. And then put this one on my lid and this in my inner corner or kind of something in that area. So I think that's what we're gonna go ahead and do. I mean, plans might change because I feel like they always do, but let's just at least have that as like the tentative plan and we'll kind of see what happens from there. So I'm just gonna start priming with my Natasha Denona eyeshadow base. Let's see, so I think we're just gonna go ahead and start with the teal because I do think I want that to be my crease shade because it's nice and dark, which you guys know I love. So just gonna dip into this color here and just put that into my crease. Not gonna do anything fancy really. I just want this to be a very nice and dark crease here. So I'm just gonna kind of run that through, starting quite low down, and then I'm just gonna blend it out and use this as my only transition shade, which I love the Wooden Side mattes for that because they just blend out so nicely. Did any of you guys end up getting the mystery boxes? And if so, let me know what you got. You probably haven't received them yet, but I'd love to know what you guys got in those boxes because I feel like not that many people are probably going to be doing like unboxing videos of those, like, you know, like the other bigger brands, but I hope I get to see some because I'm super curious to see what people end up getting. Like if I didn't already have like everything from Wooden Side, I totally would have bought one of those boxes, but that would have kind of defeated the purpose. Unless I wanted to do a giveaway or something like that. That actually could have been a good idea to just like buy a box and then do an unboxing and do a giveaway, but I wish I had thought of that, which I clearly did not, but that would have been kind of fun. So I'm gonna take a little bit of this. Do I want to put this in the outer corner of my eye? I'm not really sure. Let me go ahead and just do the red because I just want to put that down first and see where we end up. So I'm gonna use the same fluffy brush, which is of course my Rephr number 13. And since this is a satin, this brush is going to pick it up very nicely. And I'm just gonna run that basically underneath my eye here and just kind of see what happens. I do feel like these colors are gonna go quite nicely together though. Just gently mixing these in together. I don't want to like overblend them. I think I am going to take a little bit of that other dark matte and sort of use that to combine the two colors because using a more purpley shade is going to blend a little bit nicer into both the teal as well as the red. So let me go ahead and do that since that is also a bit of a satin like I was saying. This is a little bit more of a shimmer, but I think I can use it as sort of both. So I'm just gonna kind of put a little bit of that in the outer corner of my eye, and I'm also going to, like I said, just use this to sort of connect the two colors here. That way it's not going to get muddy at all. I don't think I want to really take this through my crease. I just want to keep this in the outer corner of my eye. This color combination, you guys, might end up being a little bit weird, but when this is what you have to work with, sometimes you gotta do things that don't really make that much sense and just sort of hope for the best. And honestly, usually I feel like with these like weird color challenges or palette bingos or whatever you want to call them, or maybe I'm just in a mood where I want to use weird colors together, it usually ends up looking okay. I think with some liners and mascara and just like finishing off the eye, I feel like you can really pull off like most color combinations as long as your blending is okay, which I mean, my blends are never perfect, but that's totally okay and it doesn't have to be because makeup is just supposed to be fun. So I think this is looking quite nice. Just going to take a clean fluffy brush and run that all the way around. All right, I think that looks very nice. Next up, we're gonna use some glitter primer because we are going to put some shimmers on the lid, and I know that this formula, this one right here, is just going to look so beautiful. I really think that this is going to go nicely with this look. I feel like I came up with like a pretty decent plan and I'm quite happy about it because sometimes in these videos you just never know what you're gonna get. I know I don't. And I never know how it's going to turn out until it's basically done. So just gonna pop that glitter primer all over my lid here. I'm taking it like over the outer corner shade as well because I do want to layer that shimmer basically all over. And I'm gonna grab the shimmer with the same brush. So the one that we're gonna use is the shade here called Self, and I'm just going to slap that all over my lid. Look how beautiful that color is. Wooden Side shimmers really are something else. Because like I've said so many times in the past, like you just never know what you're gonna get with some of them. Like they have so many different formulas, and this formula in particular, like the really, really sparkly glittery formula, oh, I love that. That is so cool. Like this kind of reminds me of, what does it remind me of? Sort of a galaxy, but in a like in a mystical way. I don't really know, but I love this. So to finish this, look how shiny and glittery that is. I can't get over it. It's so pretty. To finish off, I'm gonna go into this shade right here and use that as my inner corner shade. I am going to spray this a little bit since I don't have any glitter primer in the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just gonna pop that right in here. I do wish that I had more of a kind of cool tone shade for the inner corner because I'm not sure this is really gonna go that well with the rest of the look, but it's just what I have to work with, and so it's just what I'm gonna have to do. Okay, very cute. I really like this look. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off. Hang on, let me just take a little bit more of that purple and just layer that in the outer corner again, just to make sure that the shades are nice and blended together. Okay, that's gonna be it. I'm gonna go ahead and finish off my eyes. I'll come back and I will show you the completed look. I'm super excited. I think this is gonna be really, really nice. Okay, so this is the final look and I am, dare I say, obsessed? I hate that word, but sometimes it's just the right word to explain how I'm feeling, and I love this look. I think it's mostly just because of that shimmer on my lid. It sparkles so bright, and like depending on the lighting, especially natural lighting, like if you've tried these shades, you know exactly what I mean. They are so stunning. So let's see, what did I do to finish off? I used some blue in my waterline, which for some reason I always put my eyeliners back, but I'm using the one from Fenty in the shade Lady Lagoon. I love it. I think it's like the best blue eyeliner that I have in my collection. For my blush, I'm using the new Moira blush. I love this. This is honestly so nice. And I felt like my collection was missing like a very bright pink blush. And I felt like that kind of went with this look as well. For my highlighter today, I'm using one from Bitter Lace Beauty. I can't help but laugh every time I say that because I feel like I say it in every video. The one I'm using today is in the shade Luster. It is a beautiful pink highlighter. And then for my lips, I'm using one of the cream lip stains from Unsai in the shade Little Jasmine. So that's how I decided to finish off. And like I said, I really like this look. I think this came together very, very nicely. And despite the color story being kind of weird, I feel like, I don't know, I feel like this isn't really what I thought of when I saw the color story, but now put together, like it all just kind of goes. And I'm very excited to see what Angelica came up with because she did message me and say that she had a bit of a struggle. So we'll see how it goes. I totally believe that she has done a really, really good job because she always does, and I can't wait to see what she's done. So please go ahead and check her out if you want to see what she has done with the same shades, because I am sure that whatever she ended up doing ended up being beautiful. So that's going to be it for today's face off. Let me know if you want to see more of these. If you want to watch more, I do have a playlist right here. And if you're new, don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.